Welcome back to Satisfactory. I finally got this shit working. And behold, the new factory. It's all nice and laid out. So basically I just moved from way over there. You can kind of see it from here. I think I have the map. Yeah, I have the map. Basically we moved from just over here to around down here. And I'm just going to spend the first couple minutes of this episode just explaining the new layout. As you can see, there is a bunch of exploration up here. This was from a lost episode that I had recorded that turned out to be complete dog shit. I was running at like 3 frames a second the entire time. Unbeknownst to me the entire time. So we lost about an hour of, well, discovery. Basically I just went up here and looked at different stuff. We found some nitrogen, we found a crash site, which I will explain in a minute. We found some copper, and we found some amethyst. But for now, we have my little doggers here. We got Long John Teabag, and we got the other one. That was named for a bit that I had planned for the last episode, well, for what it was supposed to be this episode, but considering that got lost, the joke got lost as well, so we're just sticking with it. I also fixed Long John Teabag's name because I misspelled it in the last episode. But here we just have basic iron production. We got iron rods here, we got iron plates here, and we got screws just over there, which I'm pretty sure I saw before. Now over here is the power grid, and this one's a little bit more complex than what we had before. But basically, it takes wood, turns it into biomass, and then takes that. Wait, this is set to leaves. It should be set to wood. There we go. Takes that biomass and turns it into solid fuel. That solid fuel comes out and gets distributed amongst these 3 generators. Now I could probably add more, but I don't really like doing that because 3 is more than enough for now until we get to coal power. And there's 2 of them, which gives us 6, and a total of 180 megawatts of power. But we're only using 105, so the blue line's just here. There's a dip in production. A little bit. See that? It's kind of hard to highlight here. With the grey line, it looks like it's dipped a little bit at some point. Where's that? Not really. Anyway. This is a limestone deposit that is making concrete for us. And then there's another one that feeds from over there, just making more concrete. If you remember in the last episode, we had the limestone deposit just over there. That was near the copper. That one is just being fed to here now. And this is a copper factory. We have one on the right making shit ton of wire, so we never have to worry about making power lines from one to the other. And then this one just makes regular wire. Now, with these, nitrogen is a resource that will come in handy much, much later. I just marked it down so that I know where it is. But as for the crash site, oops, there is one just over here that I can show off. I can't show how they work entirely because in the process of recording the last episode, or the lost episode, I opened it to get what I wanted from it. But basically, you find these around the place, and you walk up to one of these bits, and they'll have a condition you have to meet. In this case, it was like 60 megawatts of power. So you just put up some generators here, get them going, hook it up to this, and then you can open the door, and you get a certain item that I will explain later. That's not what I wanted to do. What is that, this bitch? Well, he didn't put up a fight at all. I don't think I shut off the chainsaw either. I don't think we got that in the last episode. Basically, you can just cut down wood pretty easy. Makes it so much easier to collect materials for biomass generators. The only unfortunate thing is it requires biomass itself, solid fuel itself to work. So it becomes a bit of a do or die. If you don't get it and spend all your solid fuel in generators, you won't have any solid fuel for your chainsaw. I mean, you have to go and collect things manually, and that's not very fun. Then there's this thing. This is the MAM, or what's it actually called? What's the actual name? The the molecular analysis machine. So basically these are your skill trees. So you come in here and it'll say you need whatever that thing is to unlock alien protein. And then you get all of these, and then you can unlock the bioorganic properties, which gives me an alien DNA capsule and biomass. Actually, I can make that now, and I could really show it off. Oh yeah, we found this thing, which is called a summer sloop. If you guys, if you're young enough, you will remember drawing those really weird S's in like the margins of your like notebooks or just all over the place, or you may have even just seen them out in the wild. It's basically just one of those, but crystallized into some weird crystal thing, and they have some import later. Also, this thing you saw me pick up from the doggo is called a power slug. You can essentially grind them into a paste to turn them into power shards. Now these power shards are used essentially to overclock machines. So with a power supply, you can up the total production it yields. So this one just jumped to 60 megawatts instead of the typical 30. So it doubled its production, and it also unlocked the ability to underclock things as well. And you can do that for any type of machine. The only downside is it also uses more fuel. So it uses 6 instead of 4. But for like constructors, it uses more energy. So it currently uses 4 megawatts of power. Because it's idle, it still doesn't change. Never mind. Oh, here we go. So it currently uses 4 megawatts of power. Now it uses 6.8. So that's all it does. It's very handy for if you need to pump things out quickly or to meet production demand, but it's also almost always better to save using them for later, because it gets pretty messy. Also, the thing you get from crash sites are hard drives. I already had one in here. Basically, these contain alternate recipes for certain things. So let's take, for example, this biomass requires 4 wood to make. For example, you get a recipe that makes it so you need 1 wood and 6 leaves to make 20 biomass. That's a pretty good deal. So you'd take that and then you can use that in addition to the recipes you currently have. There's just a bunch of these. Oh, actually, that's something I should do. Here we go. Can I... There we go. So yeah, I have 20 SAM. I can put it in and it's complete. I can do the same thing with the summer slope.
Strange alien matter analysis completed. Dormant crystalline SAM can now be found with the resource scanner.
You can even see it in here that's
in its
being
dormant state,
scanned.
It is safe to handle without
cool.
special equipment and can be stored indefinitely. Research for enabling the reanimation of dormant SAM is now available.
Fill the rivers with blood and let the effigies defile our temples.
Yeah, that's a thing that happens. You'll get used to it, I promise.
Summer sloop analysis completed.
Oh, shut up, Ada. Thank you. Oh yeah, you may have noticed at the top right it says build the space elevator. So there is this giant fuck off thing that we can make. The space elevator. Can't really see it here because we don't have the materials. Well, we do, just not in my inventory. I'm gonna take more than I need. What do we need? Oh, that's way more than I need. Let me put some back. Jesus Christ. I need materials, but not that many. I'm just gonna grab 800 or 600. I don't think I need screws. I do need copper wire. I need 1500 copper wire, and I think it was 500 concrete? Yep, 500 concrete. 1 stack. Perfect. Nice and clean. I need 1, 2, 3. And now we can make a space elevator. Not here though, because it is fucking huge. Instead, we're gonna put it off over here. Just to keep it out of the way, because for now it's kind of pointless. Where's the console? Yeah, you have me. There's a console. It's not this direction. There we go. Perfect. Look as it takes the items from my pockets. as we build the giant fucking space elevator. Oh my god, it's huge. I absolutely love this thing. It's one of the coolest items, or coolest machines in the game. And you look up, what's that? What is that in the sky? Is it Fix-It coming to rescue me? No, it's just some sort of chute. Slowly making its way down. You can see the arms are ready to grab it. Look at that. It grinds against it, looks so good. I can really feel the tension with this. Oh, that's so satisfying. It's huge. You got the chute coming down. Whatever that is. This is under so much pressure. You see, you can kind of see it. There's a giant station up in the sky. But yeah, so now we have to input 50 smart plating into this thing to continue on to phase 2. So basically all we're going to be doing this episode is making upgrades to the factory to try and get the next stages of development. Because I did things off screen, I did get the obstacle clearing and I got the part assembly. So what the part assembly does is it gives you this thing, the assembler, which allows you to craft 2 parts into one thing. Can I make it? I can. So yeah, you can take reinforced iron plates and iron rods to make modular frames, which, oh, you don't need. Why the fuck? No. Oh, shit, that's also something I forgot to mention. So you can see here, I have a thing called the Blade Runners. So if I take them off, this is the normal running speed and jumping speed. But then when you put these bad boys on, you run so much faster and jump so much higher. It really gets you moving. And boy, do I love schmovin'. Yeah, so basically you can just put parts together and we need reinforced iron plates and rotors to make smart plating. So it's not that hard to make, but it's still gonna take some time, especially since they both require screws. Man, I think for now, the best idea is to make them one at a time. So what we can do is we can, this is gonna get in the way. Let's build it right here for now. Like this. So then we can do a little something like this and make iron plates. But it needs a power connection, which I don't have nearby, I don't think. Nope. I don't. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Are you fucking kidding? I used all of my materials and I have none on standby. And there we go, nice and connected. So now all the materials are flowing in nice and cleanly. Let me just... Fuck's sake. Take the fucking... There we go. So let's plop them in there, and now it creates these bad boys automatically for me. So we're getting to the point where a lot of things just become automated. So these reinforced iron plates will just keep going forever. They'll just keep getting made as long as they get fed materials. Let me actually check how many screws I'm making per minute. Only 40. So this is where power cells become useful. Power shots become useful. Because that was only producing 40 a minute, but this is using 60 a minute. So now I have it equalized. It will essentially never run out. So iron plates are using 30, and we are making 20. So we put one in here, and now we have enough to meet our yield. Cool. Let me look at the far end, and it's spitting them out. Nice. So the one thing I want to get at the moment is this. Logistics Mark II. So what this will do for us is it will basically give us better conveyor belts. I forgot the word for a second. So it gives us better conveyor belts so we don't have to deal with the slog that is these Mark 1s. Because these only move a whopping 60 resources a minute. While something like the Mark II, I believe, moves 120 units per minute. So basically, for every minute that goes by, provided it has the resources, it's moving that many resources. That's why something like this is so slow, because it's already a slow yield for a slow production. And it'll allow me to make this line a lot more efficient, because this is using 45 minute. I believe I had to overclock that. No, I had to underclock the miner that's over there, which is really fucking annoying. Oh, there's a power slug up there, but I can't go there because of all the gas. We can't go in the gas. We will die. Is there any bullshit I can use in here? I have so much crap. Not really. There is also the sync program that I should... Fuck it. Let me get the resource. Okay, let me get the resources and I will be back. Okay, so we have what we need and we can just plop all these in. I missed the iron plates. That's my bad. That's my bad. I edged us with this. I'm sorry. There we go. Good thing I have these blade runners because now I move real quick. There we go. Now we have the sync rewards bonus.
Milestone reached.
Find it.
You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as Awesome. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency.
Let's just do this.
Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the Awesome Resource Sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
So yeah, that's basically all it is any spare resources that you're making. So because like all of this is just building up here, I can put an awesome sink right here. Let's put it right here. And I'm also going to put a merger to feed right into here. Because then what I can do is I can create a bunch of conveyor belts. I don't have the iron plates, god damn it. So you can put a conveyor belts into here, and what it does is it gives you points depending on what you put in there. So there's DNA options and there's standard options. Basically, living organisms or plants and flora and fauna, and then just random bullshit. You want to put in your random bullshit, mostly. That being said, putting in biomass gives you a higher yield of tokens to put in. What the fuck? I have more iron plate. I just grabbed 200. Unless I didn't actually grab it. I didn't actually grab it. God damn it. I'm a dumbass. There we go. And blam. So now all of these will start feeding in. I'm not going to upgrade these conveyor belts feeding into here because this is all superfluous stuff that will never get used. Yeah, as you can see, it's feeding in, and once we reach the required amount of points, it doesn't really matter what you put in, it sort of all yields the same amount for standard stuff. But once you put in a certain amount, you will get a coupon, and you can redeem those coupons at the awesome shop, which I do not have the screws to get. And there we go. Perfect. So now I have an awesome coupon I can use. Let me grab some screws. There we go. Need to place this bad boy down here, and put this in dark mode. You can spend your things here. You can get the golden nut. You can get the golden nut. Why would you never get the golden nut? Basically, you can get a whole bunch of stuff to, as she said, improve your factory. So you can mount conveyors on walls and ceilings so that you can have things nice and streamlined, have them go through floors. You can put signposts and lights and like certain storage boxes. You can change the types of materials and decals on things. You can get different types of foundations, so I'd be able to actually have a nice ramp up to things, or like a nice quarter pipe, so I can do some nice kick flips. Different types of walls. It's really more for those who want to make an actual factory, which is kind of what I want to do. You can get the Fix-It coffee cup, and you can buy parts. But it's not a very good idea to buy parts, because you can just make them. Let me buy this just so you see. Buy, and then we get that. Simple as that.
Official Fix-It coffee cup unlocked. Do not purchase unauthorized Fix-It coffee cups. They have been known to explode and attract wasps.
How do they explode?
Unauthorized Fix-It coffee cups lower your attractiveness to your preferred gender and/or your sense of well-being if you have no gender attraction or preference. Official Fix-It.
You hear that, my apes friends out there? You are not free from this as well.
Come to the best shop on the planet for the best deals on all official Fix-It supplies, guaranteed.
Come to Fix-It for Fix-It supplies. Ah yes, very fun. Yeah, you can just take a sip of your Fix-It branded Fix-It coffee. There's an animation I really like. There it is. You just slam it into your helmet. Also, how the fuck are you drinking coffee through a helmet? I love the little tank, it's so satisfying. I also like that it actually has physics. That's cool. They didn't need to do that. But let me put down a storage box, because I have so much shit I don't want in my inventory. Like the Fix-It brand of Fix-It coffee mug. Mug. You. Alright, cool. And now, this. So this is a scanner, and I can scan for various different things. You can unlock more, but these are all I have for now. But for now, it's set to power slug, so it's reading that power slug right there, and the closer I get, it basically just tells you the direction of things and how close you are to them. Very handy for if you're desperate for certain materials, which I am not at the moment. Let me get rid of that shit and put it in here, because I don't need it. And this, because I can't even use it at the moment. Jump pads, completely fucking useless. For now. Actually, kind of in general, they're useless. They don't really do much. You can just launch yourself with this to land on here, but if you miss, you die, or you take damage. But the only way to figure out where you're going to land is to use it, so it's kind of dumb. I don't like it. So yeah, while this is just feeding away, giving us a whole bunch of stuff. Look at that, we already got 3. 1/3, no, what is it? 3/10 of the way there to the. Oh, this is using. Oh no, it's 15 a minute. Let me just up this here. I don't. Fuck. I need to get a power shard. So basically all we're going to be doing for the rest of this episode is making sure the factory is up to date and keeps things running, and maybe try and customize it a bit, make it nice and pretty. 67.5 and you're making 45. Fuck it, who cares? We got 2 lots of concrete anyway. We got this one right here that's not doing anything, because it's so fucking slow. Let me check on my reinforced iron plates. Okay, we got 37. We're almost there. Unfortunately, the next tier of conveyor belts uses reinforced iron plates. So to get the upgrade, I have to use reinforced iron plates, but to use the reinforced iron plates, I need to get the upgrade. It's a mess. Are you guys starting to see how this shit becomes a real mess? Anyway, I'm gonna get to work because I've been talking a lot this episode. Hasn't been as many cuts because, again, there's a lot to explain since the last episode. It's a lot more open now, which I really like, and we have expanded in size, and I'm probably going to continue out that way and over there, just around this, because this is gonna kill me if I get too close. So yeah, I will see you when the next big update happens. Alrighty, we just unlocked the Mark II
Fixit would like to remind
conveyor
you
belts.
of
I
your
don't know why I already
contractual
forgot the name.
obligation towards
Look
efficiency.
at that, Mark II.
Recreational use of belts and lifts does not
Now,
count towards work hours.
Look at that,
and will put
it's
you on
so
the
much
list.
quicker,
Stay
even though nothing is
efficient.
moving.
Don't disappoint, Fixit.
There should be a visible difference. Yeah, look at that, nice and speedy. Hell yeah, I also put up walls all over the place, so I could let my lizard doggers out. If I could get up on the fucking thing, please. Thank you. As you can see, this entire place is now walled in, so we have not a damn thing to worry about. Nothing can come in and nothing can get out. Well, except for me, I can jump out. But these little guys are stuck in here. I haven't changed anything around here yet, but I am thinking about getting some doors, maybe making this a little bit higher, and then unlocking the roofs so I can get some roof action going on. But for now, what we can do is nothing, because I don't have any fucking rotors on me. I think I put them all away. They're in here somewhere, right? I have rotors. Do I not? I don't have any rotors. Okay. So for now, we're gonna make some goddamn rotors. I think we needed 5? I'm gonna go with 10. I'm gonna say we needed 10. So we need 10 rotors to make another assembler, so we can make rotors, so we can make the smart plating. There we go. It was 4, whatever. We only needed 4, but who fucking cares? So this requires screws and iron rods. Now what I'm gonna do is I am going to find some spare actually, what I could do is, so if you remember, we have the old place from way back when, all the way over there, with some nice, fresh iron ore, just ripe for the taking. What we can do is we can go back there. Do we have the materials to even go there and make things? We do not. Okay, let's remedy that real quick. So what we can do is we can go back there and we can dig up that iron ore again to make the iron rods and iron screws we need to make rotors. And then what we can do is we can lead it all the way back in here into this assembler. So then what we can do is make what we need, which is the smart plating, right here in our doorstep. How does that sound? Well, to me it sounds fucking great, so I will see you when we get it done. And with that, we have a nice, beautiful, self-sufficient factory going. Well, kind of self-sufficient. So this is still the same generator farm that I have going in the other factory, but this is solely providing power for the one grid. So this is 30, 60, 90, 180 megawatts of power powering all of this. Which, now that I think about it, I probably don't need this one running. Let's see what happens. I'm not hearing any fuses blown, so sounds like everything is good to me. Actually, I could just check. Look at that, we're just above our means, just above our production. But basically, we've got one lot of iron rods being made and funneled in, and then 2 lots of screws, which should be meeting our yield of 100 a minute, I think. 40, no, it's just shy. Because we're making 80 a minute, we need 100 a minute. So it's a little bit more than we can make. Let me see if I can... Let's put it at 75. So we're making 3 rotors a minute now. So every minute, 3 rotors are made with this beautiful new factory, which I can actually start it now. Actually, no, I can't because I don't have any iron rods. I'm going to be naughty and I'm going to take some iron rods off the conveyor belt. We don't need many. There we go. We can start leading this all the way back to our current factory, which is just over here. As you can see by the giant fucking space elevator. There we go. That's as far as we can get it for now. because I don't have enough iron. Oh, actually, I could just start using. Don't have the iron plates, for fuck's sake. Luckily, we can just get rid of these foundations because they're not really necessary. Oh, I just converted. Yeah, so you can kind of quick change your conveyor belts if you just click on them like that, and it just instantly changes it to the variant that you want, which is not what I wanted to do, so I just changed it back. The reason I keep making short conveyor belts is to get them over humps without it just clipping, because clipping looks really ugly. And that is as far as I can get at the moment. Not quite to the factory, but it's close. It's getting there. I'm sure we're gonna have heaps more in here. 26. That's some, I guess. Ooh, I really needed that. So yeah, those little guys have just been giving me random shit. I got like 10 stators from one of them earlier. 14, there you go. Not all that important or useful at the moment, but it'll come in handy later. For now though, what we need to do is we just need to get this back into there and it'll be nice and golden. Okay, and with, actually, I just realized I didn't, oh no, I did start it. So with that, I am probably going to end this episode here, because now we've got the other factory up and running, although it's not long for power. I just checked and we're running out of fuel in there, so I'm going to have to fix that in my spare time. But we got everything up and running. We got the rotors coming in, we got the reinforced iron plates being put into here. Let me just put a little extra in. And we got them in here, and we got them making the smart plating, chucking out 2 a minute, a whopping 2 per minute. There they are, going in there. And let's go put our first smart plating into the space elevator to end the episode. Man, look at that. 1 out of 50, we're 2% of the way there. Beautiful. Beautiful. And with that, I am going to end the episode there. With a nice, there we go. With a nice view of the space elevator and the moon in the background. Would you look at that? I'm gonna end this episode here. If you enjoyed this and want to see more, consider hitting the like button. Let me know what you think of my factory, our Satisfactory, in the comments. And if you want to see more of my content or more Satisfactory, consider subscribing. Then you can know when I put out new videos. It's every day, but still, you get notified and you go, oh, you uploaded again. Okay, cool. And join the Discord down in the description. Come join the coffee shop. Become a customer. I thank you for your patronage regardless, and I'll see you in the next episode.